Hi, all you YouTubers. I really hope that this video doesn't get all echoey like the previous takes of this video. But today I want to talk about social justice warriors. Now, uh, and how it seems like everybody has forgotten what a social justice warrior actually is. Now, the way I always defined social justice warrior is somebody who gets offended by literally everything and is always like trying to like censor everything. Um Somebody draws a picture of a sexy woman in class. The a social justice warrior would complain saying that, hey, you shouldn't draw sexy characters in your notebook at school because that sexually objectifies women, and stupid shit like that. And they would complain that, like, they would claim that violent video games caused murder and pornography caused rape and all kinds of dumb shit like that. Fast forward to today, it seems like anti-SJW videos have been on a decline since about like 2017. It seems like the ones that are still around, it seems like most of them forgot what a social justice warrior actually is. Take, for instance, Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh complaining about Blue's Clues promoting LGBT, an LGBT pride parade. Now, like, they're claiming that the SJWs are indoctrinating kids to become gay. What does this have anything to do with social justice warriors? I mean, if I acted like the way people act at a LGBT pride parade, I would have been accused of being a sexual predator at college by the SJWs. So you'd think that LGBT pride would be the complete opposite of an SJW, because because as far as I know, LGBT pride is involves freedom of speech, and involves celebrating one's sexuality, two things that are the complete opposite of what SJWs have been trying to promote. And if you watch the clip from Blue's Clues, the way that they explain LGBT is by saying this character has two mommies, this other character has two daddies, which kids could relate to because some kids are brought up with gay parents. My sister is a lesbian. She has a daughter. She got pregnant by a sperm. Somebody donated sperm to her. So she's being brought up without knowing who her dad is. She just knows that she has a mom and she has another mom. And the clip from Blue's Clues wasn't about teaching kids to be gay, and it wasn't about teaching kids about sexuality. The fact that people like Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh thought that they were teaching kids about sexuality is pretty ironic, since a lot of the times when social justice warriors complained about this being sexual harassment or that sexual harassment, it was most of the time it was something that had nothing to do with with anything sexual whatsoever. Like, how many times have I asked a girl out on a date and I got accused of sexually harassing her even though I never brought up sex once? So it's like the anti-SJWs are now being SJWs themselves. It's weird. Yeah, another like example is there's a lot of channels where basically where people are just playing video games and then and their entire channel is donated to oh no, this video game has gone woke because the SJWs have put gay characters and black characters and women characters and I'm guessing trans characters in the video game as if what? And how is this a problem? See, I mean, I kind of understand because like when the Ghostbusters reboot came up with a lot of with like an all-female cast. I mean, I kind of like feminism was being pushed and were like, pushing feminism on us a lot. So I guess maybe that's where they got it, but like nowadays nowadays people just designate their entire channel to just playing every video game and just whining about every single fucking time they put a gay character or a female character or a black character in the video game. And it's like, who gives a fuck? Now, I've seen people complaining that Disney has gone full woke by making The Little Mermaid black in the reboot, in the live action remake. Now, I don't have a problem with Ariel being black at all. What I would have a problem is if I'd be more pissed off if the live action remake of The Little Mermaid doesn't show Ariel's naked butt in the movie, because that was always my favorite part of the original Little Mermaid movie, when she transformed into a human and she's naked. That was like the first time I ever saw a naked girl, and I loved it. And ever since then, I always wondered how the fuck did Disney get that scene in a G-rated movie, and why can't you have like, it always pisses me off how like the rating like apparently the ratings were a lot like more like I think the ratings were just like a lot more like lenient back in the 80s, but yeah, like nowadays every time a character farts, it gets bumped up to PG. So like what the I really hate, how much I really hate how like much the ratings, like got like more like overly protective over the years. Which, and for a while it was mostly the left, but nowadays the right is doing that too, with talking about like with the Blues Clues incident. So yeah, so long story short, not every single thing that's considered progressive has to do is woke or SJW. An SJW was someone who finds everything who gets offended by everything. Not somebody who's promoting progressive issues like LGBT. Okay. Uh, it's a interesting observation. Now, click the like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.